Hello everyone and welcome to Watch Along Wednesday. Today we're going to be carrying on with sort of our watch alongs of the BWM projects that I've released to this point. Now we're going to move on to the second project in BWM history, which is the Benji Saga, the origin that never was. With this project, it's actually a very important one to consider in the network's history. Obviously, after King, you then go into the territory in October 2021 when Maester at the Movies, BWM News and Maester Reacts came into the picture, and then along with the Matthew May show in November where that concept got introduced. Really divisions were getting off the ground around this time, and this is when the excess really started to build, where I took on more than I could handle, and we're introducing stuff at quite a rapid pace, but obviously that doesn't compare at all until the first half of 2022. That was pretty obscene by that point. But anyway, there'd been actually a series lack of projects at that point though, when you consider everything. There hadn't really been like a full-on release outside of King that year, and it was actually kind of a surprise, a very last-minute job putting this out, particularly on Boxing Day. So we're going to be watching it today, and it kind of depicts sort of the efforts to make the Ballad of a Broken Heart film, which I do want to make in the future. But it's around sort of the Benji Cooper story, which is meant to be a lot more expansive than it now currently is. It was, at this moment in time in development anyway, it was meant to be a full-on franchise, and this kind of documentary shows the behind-the-scenes footage, which we were planning to use later after the project came out, of sort of the work that went into making it all happen, essentially. So rather, when it wasn't released, we thought, no, it's just an old, when things got pushed back and everything, to put these documentaries out to show that work was definitely in development to make them happen. It just didn't really go our way. So we're going to get into it right now. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and it'll be probably a nice look back into the past, really, in terms of that first term at college. Right, here we go.
They say we aren't a family. Did we even say it ourselves? Yeah. I'm willing to bet that's not so true. I can see it. Every day I look up there.
Right, so this footage is from the last few days of all of you recall sort of the Instagram exclusive documentary that I put out. That's now officially, like, canon wise attached to this very channel, in terms of the history of my projects, which makes it very much part of the network history. A lot of these sort of excerpts from that documentary, which later got released, were used in these early documentaries for substance purposes. Where I've just left school, I've come right off the back of it, and we're going to go into development on this project that's kind of setting it up that way in a very loose way that's not the best, but that's kind of the point of this opening scene.
This might be a family that we learn to love. Even if we don't commit.
So here comes the original theme from Jigsaw Pictures, as it meant to be the theme of the studio. So more footage from the last few days was kind of used, compiled together to make this title sequence with the black and white. And then showing the transition between, of course, school and the future. I wish we'd shot an original footage for the Jigsaw Picture title sequence, but in hindsight, with the division closed and having a massive irrelevancy, essentially, I think, yeah, I'm kind of happy that things went the way they did, to be honest. It's an okay title sequence, to be fair, though.
Hey guys, it's me, Abby. It's the 4th of November. Welcome to our squad. This is the film
What an
team.
absolute bundle of joy. She just, at the time, she just literally lit up any room she was in.
This is our team.
You won't do it. No, I'm not going to do it until we actually have to. So that's what I'm saying, like, we'll go to that actual thing, we'll just stop right before it. You just pull the dial on the end.
Oh, there comes the voice. And he's out of focus.
Oh, did it wrong way.
What a reveal. I think the first on-screen appearance of him, I believe, yes?
Wait, what did I just do?
Is he literally going to come into focus? Oh, that is incredible. What a reveal to the channel. No, actually, no. He did show up in most of the movies episodes earlier to this doc, but that's pretty for a project reveal. That's pretty neat.
You know, like that a lot of my characters do talk the same to a certain extent.
I'm doing this so wrong.
Honestly, most of this kind of came from a point of view of like Abby and Dan essentially dicking about on set.
Today we're going to be doing the life of a water bottle. Where does the water bottle start?
Oh yeah, P9 Valley still. Oh,
In the
brilliant.
factory. Alright, Dan.
Oh my god.
What does that say?
What does what say?
P9 Valley. Hill.
I would also just say she hasn't improved. Hasn't changed a beat, and I wouldn't change anything about that. Nope. Oh fuck, my dialogue was bad. So bad. Yeah, the character that she was meant to play had a solo film called Star of the Sea, which obviously, as now all of you will know, is a title that I've now utilised for a different project. So I can confirm that
Today we're going to be doing a documentary of the wild animal.
Like from Matthew May.
So you can see him do that in his natural habitat.
but
In full production.
I can't.
He's already decided what his life will be in the next 30 years. And why is this because of? Matthew May. Let's see if we can scare him.
Yeah, right, there we go. So it's basically that one. Luke enters from the back door. You've got it, right. So the context is basically
Robocall. Not taking likes anymore.
Don't worry, Abby, I do. It's fine. I'll forgive you later. I can confirm that Star of the Sea project is still happening as a concept. Well, it's at least in the vault. It's at least in the vault of ideas, but the title has been changed. Ah, here we go.
We're in the middle of a documentary about Matthew May. Okay. This is part of the cast. What's your name? Ouch. Can you introduce yourself? I'm Alex. Right.
Cannot be asked to be there. Fair enough. She's doing wonders now, Alex. I'm really happy for her. Oh God.
And we are
Oh.
BW. That is right.
Yes, it is right. Except at the time, no one was proud about it.
I think that's enough document. And now we're going to see Matthew in his natural habitat. Let's see if we can capture him.
and his tragedy in this story is he doesn't embrace it in the end. He does in the sequel. Every character has their high points in the sequel. He embraces it in the sequel. His tragedies in this one, but he actually figures out that he is in his origin review. So basically, it's about that's the kind of thing I need. You know what then? Why don't you sort of figure out things that can pick up, or if you know these people are, maybe I could join us at some point. And I could just, I'm only trying to. It's like field work. I'm trying to understand. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I got it.
I wish the script was better at the time. I wish it was, but I also like really. The thing is, right. The thing is, it wasn't the right time to make it because it wasn't. It just wasn't good enough. But you can just see the passion that I had for it, and it's not. And I still do. Really, it's kind of just been a bit dormant. Yeah.
She leads the boys towards the back door and steps inside the house. Harry steps out on the patio once they're gone. I'm just going to carry on. Like, down in the mood. Because I know the score's going to be brilliant. Like, the music's going to be great. Harry steps out onto the patio once they're gone and stares his son down, holding his book in his hand.
It's too much about me. It's far too much about me. The acting's not very good, but I love those sessions because I was bringing my script. It was almost like community theatre. We're kind of like bringing what I'd made to life, and it was and I really kind of got a kick out of it, just seeing what the vision would eventually become, and now having not seen this, and the fact how this and now this iteration of the script I'm not seeing coming to the forefront. Yeah, I can see that this really was just a key focus on me, just sort of acting it out for the sake of seeing it come true, almost.
Oh yeah, by the way, what? No. That's it. So that, and even cut to those things, we'll just have to skip the things. Because basically, yeah, by the way, when he goes to save you, you know, from the plot, I did these. Oh. One way to go, please.
Oh dear. In the case of a couple of the early network members like Abby, it was very much a case where the network was meant to be a hobby, and I was very, very much I very much didn't see it that way, and I was trying to make something a hell of a lot more serious than it was ever meant to be. Basically, it was. Yeah, I think my dramatist just snuck in there as I was doing that as well. I just wish I hadn't made it too serious, really. Oh, there she is. My drama teacher. Brilliant. How wonderful. Oh, she was great.
Oh, sure you will. I'm surprised you aren't waiting for me over those hills. I'm surprised you aren't galloping. I'm surprised you aren't galloping away like a fucking gazelle. It wouldn't be out of character.
It would. I've changed.
Then tell me. What's to say haven't I?
Some people never change. And I don't trust that somebody. Like you do.
No, you haven't changed. And I know that like I own my own body. Forget my lifeless mind.
The dialogue's not.
You took everything from me! And you don't believe your own words either. You know I never meant to hurt you. Exactly like I'm not going to hurt you now. And still, you choose to run from me.
It's a very climactic scene, which is very much still part of the core of what this story is going to be. And it's a very much a scene of confrontation.
I let the tears run dry. I was living in fear of you. But now I'm free.
You were living in fear of people figuring out the truth. You still are.
I had the anger right. The anger's okay, I have to say.
Bullshit. And tell me.
It was never personal, Benji. And you're just not going to take that from anybody.
Strange you never got the memo because it kind of felt fucking personal.
It just goes on too long and I'm shouting too much. It didn't.
I'm truly sorry. But how long do you think you could hide from me? How long do you think you could hide from what you've done?
I do get some
If I
note.
can accept that I got it wrong, then you can too.
I do get some parts right. I just got to change the subtlety when you're acting. You've got to go up and down. You've got to have moments of quiet as well, rather than just complete intensity. And that was.
Why did you have to do that to me?
I'm shouting too much. I'm overdoing it. I'm well overdoing it because I think at the time when it came to performances, I was like, if I give it energy, that means it must be good.
It's okay.
Yeah. me.
Let's see. Oh no, God, no. I was really just immersing myself in what I was doing, just because it's heavily inspired. It's heavily inspired by things that have happened, and I was going back. I mean, it comes off as cringe now, but it's quite harrowing when I think about what.
So today, we're doing something a little different today. So we're doing Melodiviant, the Benji Cooper saga. So it's the first bit of chronology in the saga. That's now 3 years in the making. I'm pretty excited. I'm not alone today, though. I'm not alone. This is Dan. We have a cinematographer here. We're going to do our best. I imagine it'll be pretty fun. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
My voice was so deep. Yeah, this is so yeah. We honestly in the end we ended up literally doing a concept trailer for the first short film in the chronology, well before that big feature would happen. And it's an absolute microcosm of where I was at the time, where like I had such big ambitions to do such big things, and it was just completely just overwhelming.
Well, shit. Yeah. So, we don't have a lot of hands on deck, and turns out this is going to take longer than we thought. Yeah. We wanted this to be improvised, really, where we kind of just do this and we see what happens with it.
You can't do that with fiction film. I've learnt that so badly.
Right, well, I guess we'll be back some other time then. Yeah. Yikes.
Oh yes, the bird shot. I just caught this on the way back. Oh, pretty.
Just a minor problem. Turns out people aren't too available. We're in a bit of a tight spot. The constraints on this film are because the little just over 30-second trailer, that's what the plan is anyway, it's got to be out at a certain point in November.
Because I said so.
Because Mr. Willie Duncan himself, what a guy, told the audience.
Yeah, and I think I can almost confirm now that Willie Duncan is, it was an era. It was a good idea, just the execution was really poor, but Webcon has kind of replaced that scaffold, so Willie Duncan will not be returning. That is very much, that's the last nail in the coffin with that now.
So now we're just going to have to do it later and change the fabric of that entire trailer to now show like text screens and, and show next to nothing of the actual shoot day and footage that will actually be used in the shot. Pray for me.
It was just a shambles, man.
It's the next week. Dan's gonna come round.
Which way?
You.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a little combo.
That's a dodgy angle to spin back to, Dan. The debate that was happening here was they didn't like which characters they had and they wanted to switch them. And I think I understand that because Abby's character, who she played in the previous week, was very, very obviously, as you can tell, a very core character with a hell of a lot of baggage surrounding her as a character. So I think they were trying to come to an agreement where they swapped. which is understandable because at the time, especially when that script was a bit underdeveloped, even though it was thick as hell, but even though it was a bit underdeveloped in parts and I wasn't as good a writer as I'd say I am now, when I actually have the bloody time to write something, yeah, there was just a lot of yeah. There's I can understand why people wouldn't want to touch it with a 10-foot barge pole because it was a very intense story and a very, very key character within that. I seemed quite angry. I like that image. That's the thumbnail image. That, but no, like, I seemed very angry and particularly serious back then. I'm noticing that.
Now again, you can tell that you're new at this, so it could be rusty. I haven't done improvements yet, so we'll see how
It's a work of hard quality. It's like questionable quality.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh no, is that a line? Is that really a line in that script? Oh Jesus, sweet Jesus. Oh my god.
That's amazing. You want to erase it sometime?
Yeah, maybe so. The move was harder than people care to take notice of, really. Some never really believe in me. So,
Oh god.
Give me a good reason why I should.
I don't know, really. Joint friendship's supposed to be built on trust, right?
You're not wrong.
How many sections is there?
Some of the lines are okay. Some of them are okay.
Basically, you're gonna
Oh my god, Matthew, it's a fucking table read. Just stop. I'm fully escaping into the content here. Very much.
I want you hiding eventually, though. You can't run from me forever, Benji. It's okay.
Oh yeah, aren't you a genius?
Oh, this is like such a foreshadowing scene. You're gonna get it.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's quite sinister.
Oh yeah, speaking of the devil, it cuts immediately to Benji Luna and the gods, so you like it then. It cuts immediately to that.
Sneaky at all and you still don't notice.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's.
I think I'm gonna
So I think either way.
Yeah, and she was happy. She convinced us switch the characters. She was pretty happy about it. I think she'd have been good at either, to be honest.
I'm sorry. When this 6 is, I think it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. It's just gonna be shit stupid. It's just gonna be. It's just honestly, it's just gonna be shit out of it.
Give that long a notice.
I noticed you filming and I was like, oh my god, if I look at this camera. Were you doing it the whole time?
I was literally
I can either run with it and I can plan something, or we can just go out and do whatever. It's up to you. But the idea is that we'd go out and do something, but I don't know what. So.
No, I'm not listening.
someone brings her WKD.
No, I'm not the wicked. The wicked player.
Cool then, right. So, that's settled then, and I'm happy with that as well, really, because there's nothing. It's really a case of if over time, like obviously you get to the grips with it. I was saying when I was well, like I might bring in some kind of more rougher accent, like get a, getting to grips with the fact that he is in again after all. Like, I might bring in
Okay, well, at least I'm
Benji just let him
like big
so,
old Big Dan.
with the thing, I think it's yes. I'll reiterate as well. If you want to have a read through it, because I enjoyed it, it's just a little short film, and then we'll move on. So either way, today that was classing as the basically what we need to do. We'll focus on this next week. But I think what we need to do is we need to get a pool of everyone we know who can do this, and there's like 27 names who are like main characters, like or major roles or returning people. Everyone in our circle, it needs to be all hands on deck. So we need to fill out those names, like even just the judge, who's going to be the same judge in all the courtroom scenes in the movies. So like even just him. But it's I think that's we'll sort all that out next time. But for now anyway, I'll get you the script and then we'll move on. Right? Shall I do this?
Are they getting like all that behind the scenes as well?
What?
Are you going to like Joe's like
I'll tell you when we're
He was great as well.
We've done our final cast final photos.
tell you the
So I'll tell you about everyone. This is Big Dan.
Oh my God, for the love of God, how many times does he have to say it before?
Anderson in the Benji franchise.
Passes it back.
they all have like different kinds of like
So it was just fun, everyone. They were just doing a fun project, but it meant so much more to me.
This is
hello.
introduce
It's, I'm Matthew.
what's character?
I'm Benji.
Benji. Okay.
I am Emily. Please.
Sorry, okay. What's Kigo?
Oh, the mask will go in. Oh, I'm Emily. I'm playing the role of Mia.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Okay.
I'm Josh. Send help. And I'm also I'm Cool Thomas.
Okay. The fine cast and crew who are behind the scenes of making the masterpiece that you will already have seen.
Already have seen.
This is the man, the myth, the legend, the creator of the Eagle Again, Matthew May.
Hello.
And then,
Real
of course,
say this properly. The Benji Cooper saga, as we know it now, is postponed. So the short film you thought was coming out at Christmas Eve, it's now no longer releasing. That was a promo video that was shot to gear audiences up for the short film, but that will no longer be releasing this Christmas Eve. And the entire schedule, to my understanding, of what would have been the release lineup for the saga has now been pushed back by 4 years. So everything will now release in chapter 2. As but the main bit of news here was that Ballad was meant to come out at the end of chapter 1. That is now no longer happening, and I know
I'm not going to let anyone know what is true and what is false about what was said there. Yeah, I think I know pretty much on the lines of what the truth is right about now. Yeah, some of that is true and some of that is not, and you'll find out soon enough what I mean by that.
well. And all in all, we haven't been able to pull together. So I think it would only be right to just leave it for now and really do it justice later. Now, to compensate for that, which I will promise that I will, that 2nd of April 2023, that date won't even change, never mind go away. I have started a new project that will be releasing on that date, and more announcements will follow in line with my release schedule for the films that were coming out anyway.
In that case, I know exactly what
No longer happening as of now.
I know exactly what film was meant to take over that date,
Yeah.
and that didn't end up happening. But it is now still a project that is on the agenda. Still, just again in the vault. Again, it's just in the vault.
It was important to me that this came out when it did. And
Yeah, clearly, it was important.
what I can promise, because it will, and I promise you that it will, when it does come, it will arrive in a way that no one will expect, better than it would have been if it had came now.
That's true.
And I can guarantee you, it will be a landmark event of this channel for years to come.
I said the right things to that, to be fair, because it's now 4 years have gone by, and I don't disagree with it.
I won't disappoint you. I'll see how it goes later. Bye.
Fair. Fair. Honestly, just a lovely little reminiscent of the past, to be honest.
This better not get put on guys.
Sorry, Abby. I was about to stop it there as well. I forgot I used to do post-credit scenes and shit. Oh, well. No, yeah, it was a lovely little reminisce, but the biggest thing I learned from that was the fact how I really just kind of escaped into the memories that script was based on, especially that iteration. And it was very therapeutic more than anything. And it's actually quite uncomfortable to look back on, because I didn't realise that's kind of the sentiment that I had at the time. But when I look at it, I'm like, no, that's exactly what you were doing, Matt. That's exactly what you were doing. Yeah. I mean, not a bad watch, to be honest. For very early in the network history, it's hardly a bad watch. But no, it was just a very much a time capsule to a different era. And that was, I think there's something quite special about that. But no, yeah. Sweet. And I miss the times that I spent with a few of those people in that room who I don't see as often anymore at all. It's nice to see what life used to be like anyway, at least as a prelude to what the network is now. Right, that ought to do it for this Watch Along Wednesday. Be kind, do your best, and always remember, you are enough. Goodbye, guys.